Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Today we're going to be talking about Sculptra. Honestly, really freaking cool, and I'm excited to tell you guys all about it. So this past weekend, I almost lost the camera there. We are just excited today. So this past weekend I went out to Dallas and visited my dearest gal, Jen. She is my injector I go to out in Dallas. She's amazing, extremely knowledgeable. And last time I went to go see Jen, I was telling her how I have these lines right here. And it's kind of hard to tell because I have really great lighting coming from all these different places, but it was just one of those things that in different types of lightings, or if I take my phone and I'm taking a picture just from right here, like or Snapchat or something, I see these lines. And I'm 22. I take as good as care of skin as I can. And I'm like, okay, what do you think on this? Like, is this something like I should be concerned with? Is this something I need to like maybe find a good eye cream for? Is this hereditary, you think? I just had a bunch of questions, and luckily she had some answers. She ended up telling me it's probably hereditary since I am 22 years old and I do take good care of my skin. Now this is like it wasn't like a deep line, but it was like a little indentation, as if like there used to be more fat in my face. But as you may know or not know, as you get older, different parts of your face start losing more fat. And it can depend on, like, for me it was traits and DNA and all that stuff that determined how fast some of the fat pads in my face would be slowly starting to go. But I mean, that literally differs from person to person. I have some friends who have some really great faces and they're super plump, and yeah, they'll be fat chilling for a while, and then there's me and I'm like super like expressionate, and I just use my face, and I don't have extremely plump like skin, very thin skin, so it tends to wrinkle and do all that fun stuff a little bit easier. But let me just tell you, when Jen told me about Sculptra, I was kind of like thrown off. I was like, what? Isn't that the stuff like in my head? I was like, isn't that the stuff like, you know, you put in people's butts? Lo and behold, they put it in your face too, and it's just as good. Like, I don't know how I didn't know about this. Y'all, Sculptra is a injectable filler that helps increase volume loss, correct signs of aging, and uses your own body to help produce it. Literally, it helps stimulate collagen. That's sick. That is incredible. I think this is like, I'm gonna bet like 75, 80, no, I'm gonna say 85% on this one. Because it's like one thing I'm like, it's like in brain, like just like stuck in my brain and lives there rent free. So in high school, I was in my anatomy class, and my teacher was saying that things with collagen, like we were talking about like different beauty products at that time. She was saying that those can't truly penetrate the skin and help stimulate that collagen and do all the things that they, you know, always tend to say that they do, because the molecules can't get through the skin's barrier. So, weird hoax. I mean, don't quote me, but like, I mean, if I'm right, I mean, go ahead. But I don't know, some weird thing I remember from high school. So the fact that there is an injectable that I can get into my face that helps stimulate collagen and get me back to my most natural, plump, skinned self. Incredible, right? It's incredible. It's seriously incredible. So I asked you guys on Instagram if you guys had a couple questions, and this is what you guys said. You asked if there was downtime. I mean, with injectables, it is causing the little trauma in your face because you are putting needles in your face. And I mean, I experienced no downtime, and that goes with any injectable I've done. So Botox, I've had lip filler, and now Sculptra. This is now day 3 or day 4. And no bruising. I'm just wearing a BB cream here, so very minimal makeup, if any. I put on some eyebrows, but like, let's be real, you know I can't do eyebrows. I try, but you know. I think the downtime comes down to just how your body is. I know people can bruise and swell up a little bit. I had a little bit of swelling, but it was nothing bad, nothing terrible. And for me, it was honestly really easy, and a couple hours afterwards, I was in makeup, hanging out with some friends I haven't seen in a while. So like, I didn't experience any, and I had so far a great experience with it. You guys asked how long it lasted. Long is anywhere between 2 to 4 years. That's long. So if you don't know, with injectables, this is always like, you know, having to do with, you know, everybody's different. Everybody's body reacts to different things. Everything metabolizes differently. So every person's a little different, you know? But 2 to 4 years, I'm speechless. With most injectables that I'm aware of, or at least I know of, and had, it's like, well, and I also have a very fast metabolism, so my body goes through things pretty quick. And so with Botox, lip filler, I think like 6 to 8 months is like when I'm like, might need to do like a little touch up. 2 to 4 years? You know how much money that would save too? I mean, it's expensive, but 2 to 4 years. Like, remember that. This leads perfectly into cost. And like injectables and bodies, costs vary differently anywhere you like are in your geographical location, your injector's experience, fees, all sorts of things. But I found that through some other research, I want to give you guys like a general number because I can't give you advice on where you live if I don't know where you live, right? So it could be literally anywhere from $1,500 to $3,500. So pretty expensive, very general number. I didn't know how many vials, or there's a lot that goes into it. And it was 1 vial, and she was able to inject it right here in my temples, right here above my cheek, and then she just did like a little line right down here. I'll go ahead and plug in a picture of the before. This is just a random picture I found in my camera roll. But I already put some little arrows on the different areas where you can see, where there's like kind of like dimples. I had no clue that I was losing fat here and here. Like I knew I was starting to look like a little squishy right here. Squishy meaning like maybe like not as defined as what I'm used to seeing. And then right here, I noticed it was going in a little bit like a curve, but I also didn't know that was a sign of aging. That is all becoming so new to me. And then, oh, my eyes now. Guys, I can't tell you how excited I am because even in pictures, sometimes this would show, and this is just like, wow, so crazy. It didn't hurt like at all. I mean, it was a little uncomfortable at times, just like any injectable appointment will be. I think I have a pretty decent pain tolerance, but I know how to like breathe through things too. Taking the pain, like it's okay. But like, it wasn't too bad for me. What was worse was probably the sounds, which is like really funny to think about. But I mean, let me also preface that they do numb wherever they're gonna be putting in the needles and injecting you. So like you really don't feel it. It's not too terrible. It's so weird because when you're laying there, in this case, Jen, when she was injecting me, it sounded like she was just going straight into my mouth. And I told her at one point, I was like, how thick is my face? But in reality, she wasn't going that deep, and she probably wasn't going in like that. I didn't really see because I was in fact laying down, but I know that she has her own technique and she's been trained for it. So she knows what she's doing. So I'm not gonna be sitting here judging that at all. But oh my God, this sound, it literally, I was like, I looked at her and I was like, that's just so weird. I just couldn't get over how weird it sounded. It's like almost when you're at the dentist's office and like they're doing something on your teeth and you just hear all these weird sounds and you're like, oh my gosh. The dentist would be worse in this case, all right? Whenever she went in, it just sounded like really crunchy. And I was asking her about it. I was like, why is it like that?
Why is it spicy?
And she was basically telling me that, in this case for me it sounded different, but for her it was all about touch and feel. She knew where she was. Like she put my face in like a 3D model in her head essentially. And she knew where she was by how like the skin was feeling when she was going through it. I guess different parts of our skin or our face or fat pads or whatever, they all have different feelings. So that's really interesting. I think also like another really weird thing about it is you have to massage your face. So once you get it, they're gonna tell you to massage your face twice a day. At least that's what I was told. Twice a day for 10 minutes each. I use this balm to take off my makeup. And so my girl who was helping Jen, and she was telling me that that consistency, because it's a little slimy, is really good to help whenever you're massaging your face. Really freaking simple. It's kind of similar to like a lymphatic drainage, like facial massage. So it's kind of, it's really relaxing. I would say though, after the first day, like waking up the next day and having to massage feels a little weird. I just wasn't used to it, you know? So I mean, at this point it's a little swollen, but it's really not bad. It just maybe feels a little bit more swollen than it actually looks. She was saying, so I got my temples and just like 2 fingers and just going in a circular motion, you know, just rubbing it out. And whenever she was going through this with me, she was like, think of it like you're spreading your Sculptra seeds. So we're spreading the Sculptra seeds around our face to produce collagen, and then collagen's gonna freaking grow on our face. Not on our face, in our face, and it's gonna look great. And then we move down to the cheeks. I'm doing a lot quicker version because I'm not gonna sit here and rub my face for 10 minutes. I mean, y'all just will understand the overarching, like, what we're doing here. You don't need to see it all. It's boring. Unless you're me, then it's pretty relaxing. But same type of thing, kind of circular motions, but going up, which makes sense. Just like lymphatic drainage, you're wanting to go up to lift the face. And then I got it here, and so just bring it down. This one was the easiest because it doesn't hurt as much at all. And I find it almost easier to use 1 finger. But yeah, that was it on the massage. And I'm supposed to be doing that for the next 5 days. So I think I have 2 or 3 more days left. I'll probably do it for 3 more days just in case. They said there was no such thing. There was nothing wrong with over massaging. And I was like, all right, well, sweet. I mean, you didn't want it to stick there. I think that was another thing. I don't know. I should have asked that question. Like, once they like, you know, inject it, does it stay in that one spot until I massage it out? I don't know. I think I just help, you know, like spread it, like contour, you know, you put on contour here, here. Well, you can't just like blend it out like that. I mean, like you gotta like, you know, finesse it, you gotta airbrush it, you know that shit, you know? So I think it's a similar concept. So that's basically it on Sculptra. I mean, it's a really, really, really simple procedure. It really didn't take long. I think I was in there maybe 30, 45 minutes, but that was, you know, numbing. That was me and Jen chatting, like not bad at all. And if you are in the Dallas area, let me just plug Jen real quick because I think she's incredible and deserves it 100%. Her deal at the end of the day is all she's wanting to do is balance your face and restore volume loss. Like, she's just wanting to keep you. No one wants to age, right? I mean, some people do. That's super cool. I don't. I kind of like my face, so I wanted to keep it that way. As I'm editing this came out yesterday, and if that doesn't show you anything or prove to you anything of her knowledge and everything, I don't know what will. Okay, back to what we were watching. If you guys have any other questions, feel free to just go ahead and comment down below. I would love to look over them and answer them. And let me know if you like this video. Go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, subscribe. And at the end of this video, I'm also gonna be linking another video. I took you on a vlog and I got my lips done. And that one, I take you actually into the appointment, which is pretty cool. This is prior to me knowing Jen. But yeah, Sculptra, pretty great. And that's all I got. I feel like I never know how to end these videos. Like, peace, guys. I don't know. Are we friends on Instagram? Follow me there. Like, if we want to be TikTok friends, check out my videos. Like, subscribe, comment. I will see you guys next time. Bye.